Hello Aries and welcome to my channel GreenLion Goddess Tarot. This is your monthly reading for November and what a big month we have coming through for you. Lots of cards coming out and I want to read all of them. So let's see. Lots coming out. We have we're in eclipse season. So there's going to be a whopper of a full moon happening in the sign of Taurus at 16 degrees of Taurus. That's occurring on the 8th or 9th of November, depending on where you are in the world. And this is going to be a total lunar eclipse. So it's going to be a big one. And then we have a new moon in fellow fire sign, Sagittarius on the 24th, which will be a bit of a nicer energy for you. But we have for the month, they're kind of breaking it into two halves, interestingly. So we have Ace of Shells, happiness and abundance, Ace of Acorns, creative force, confidence, and Page of Feathers, exploration and discovery. Okay, so there's new passions, new ways you're feeling about something. This could be a new love affair coming in or a new love affair with something or someone that's coming in, or a reignition of passion that's coming through, that you're kind of either hearing about something online or meeting somebody online, or it's about just opening up to a whole heap of new ideas and learning a whole heap of new information. So passions are igniting, new cycles are coming in, which is really great. This is the Ace of Acorns. That's the Ace of Wands. You can see that beautiful ram there. It's a very Aries energy, but it is alongside the Ace of Shells, which is bringing the happiness and abundance. So it's a really, really great time to start something that you're passionate about. So that's the first kind of half of the month. And then the second half, we have the Star, peace, healing. We've got the Knight of Crystals, endurance and determination, and the Knight of Feathers, action and focus. So this is kind of the start. You're starting something at the beginning of the month, and then it's all action, focus, very divinely guided, feeling like there's some healing, there's some peace around it, there's feeling more hopeful. So these knights are coming in and they're wanting you to really stick with something, stick with this thing that you started at the beginning of the month. So yeah, that's kind of, I feel like the reason that's come out is potentially there could be some kind of challenges, and it's almost like you might go, I don't want to do that anymore, or this isn't working, or, and it's saying stick with it. There's something really good and focus on it because there's something really good and healing about it that's coming through, which is really lovely. So let's see what's shifting and changing for you this month, Aries. And just wanted to let you know, Aries, that this reading is for Aries Sun, Moon and Rising. That's George chiming in, my rooster, saying, yeah, it's for everybody. If you know all three of your placements, then I always recommend to watch all three because it gives you a more holistic view of what's going for you. And this is a general reading. Aries, just take what feels right and leave the rest. And if it does really resonate, there will be an extended reading, and the link for that is in the description box as well. Below. So the description box below will also have not only the link to the extended reading, but the link to my services as well. So what's shifting and changing? 1-7 Mars Leo, the Chariot reversed. So it's Moon Cancer Jupiter, and Wand 8 Jupiter Sagittarius. So a lot of fire and water. It's all fire and water for you at this moment in time. So yeah, I feel like it's about just bringing something that could go in a gazillion different directions into a focus. That's what I feel like. There's an opportunity here for you to get really kind of scattered or distracted, or kind of go, I can go this way, I can go that way, or we could do this, we could do that. And it's kind of just got that energy of wanting to bring that into some kind of a focus. So that word is coming in really super, super strongly for you. So lots of cards coming out. So that would suggest there's a lot coming out for you. You're working with a lot of different energies, and with eclipses, they do bring in change. They bring in activated change and expect the unexpected with them. But I feel like it's where there might be some questioning here. Something could expand either too fast, or it could go in, in directions that you're not sure about. So, but I do feel like you kind of rein it back in later in the month. So let's see what else is coming through for you, Aries. Let's see what's coming in. But I feel like with all these cards coming out, you're going to have your hands full. You're really going to be busy and going, should I go in that direction or that direction? So yeah, there's a lot coming out. I'm pretty sure that was the Knight of Wands that wanted to flick out then, which is wanting to take action. But we have the Ace of Swords Okay, crossed by the Nine of Wands. There's clarity here, but you're tied here. You are the King of Wands, which is great. Two Kings, the King of Swords, the Lovers, the Hanged Man. Lots of big energy around Aries. The World, all these major arcanas, the Five of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Three of Wands. Okay. Fantastic. Three of Wands. We'll put that card down there. The Queen of Cups and one more, the Knight of Wands. It did want to come out, that Knight of Wands. It's like, I want to take action. And the Temperance energy, a lot of Sagittarius energy coming in. So we are moving from Scorpio season into Sagittarius. And I feel like that will be a nice shift for you because it's moving from the water of Scorpio, which is why we've got the water and fire, into the fire of Sagittarius. So as the situation, we have the Ace of Swords. You've got the Ace of Shields, the Ace of Acorns, and the Ace of Swords. You're definitely starting something new. And this is clarity. This is finding the clarity, new forms of communication. So this could be a very significant meeting that comes in where you're talking something through. There's a new idea or new ways of discussing something, which is coming through with this as well with the Ace of Swords. But it's just like in getting very clear inside your mind how to start something and initiate and take action here. Crossed by the Knight of Wands. There's a part of you that's just tired. Like I see very clearly the path ahead, what I want to do, but I'm just tired. There's still these loose ends to tie up. And yeah, there's just a sense, but you are closer than you think with being able to step into this new energy. You're presenting in your conscious mind the King of Wands. This is the card of Aries, the King of Fire. So inside your mind, I think you've got this vision. You know what you want. And it's just a matter of activating it and doing it. And not a lot's going to kind of, yes, there are things that you still have to complete and finish and still little things in the background you have to do. But the King of Wands is like a visionary energy. It's kind of taking charge of a situation and saying, I know what I want to do here. And we also have the King of Swords at the base. So the two kings, you are ready for action or readying for action, should I say. So the King of Swords is your head, what's going on inside your head. And it's very clear with the Ace of Swords, and the King of Wands is what it is, how you want to take action with what's driving you, what's motivating you, what sort of passions are around. So it could be a person that you've got on your mind, somebody that you've got there's a bit of a passionate connection here with. But the King of Swords is kind of saying, yeah, I got business to do. I got things to do. I just got to get stuff done, and I've got to make some decisions here. Very clear decisions. So yes, it may be that you are emotionally kind of distancing yourself from somebody as well. That could be some decisions around somebody who you have already emotionally distanced yourself from, or you're thinking about doing it. So that's kind of coming in with this, that there could be a relationship that you're kind of sorting some stuff out with. I kind of feel like the energy is a little bit like this is over. I'm done with you. I'm just not emotionally connecting with you anymore. But we still need to work together and sort ourselves out in some way. So that's kind of a relationship that's coming up. We have in the recent past the Lovers card. So it's like there was an important choice that needed to be made or came up to be made. And that's why here you've got the clarity of going, right, I know exactly what I want to do and I know how to make that decision. So this could definitely be around a relationship, but it doesn't have to necessarily be so, because it could be to do with career as well, like doing something that, or creativity. There's a lot of creativity in this. In the near future, you've got the Hanged Man. Okay, so in the near future, I feel like something gets put on hold. Or something gets sacrificed. That's part of the decision here. Like it's kind of, yeah, interesting. The Hanged Man. I just feel like, I know I need to kind of put that on hold. I'm starting something new here. So interesting with the Hanged Man. So you're presenting as the World card, which is the end of cycle. You're like, I'm done. I'm done with that old cycle. There's, little bits hanging over from it. So just say you're kind of clearing up some energy around a relationship, but it's still just a little bit lingering there. It's like, yeah, I'm kind of, just clearing up the final loose ends, and then I'm ready to move on. So the World card is, ending of a cycle, major ending of a cycle that comes in. This could be very karmic, the fact that we're in eclipse season as well. So ending of karma, moving into what it is that you want to move towards now and getting really clear about it, getting really motivated, getting really passionate about it. So that's starting to feel really good. The energy surrounding you got the Five of Swords. So there potentially has been some kind of conflict that's been around, whether it's like been a fight, a falling out, a breakup, a disagreement. It could be anything. The Five of Swords is just conflict. So, maybe you were internally conflicted about some decisions that needed to be made here, but I feel like you kind of get really clear on it and know exactly what you need to do. So that's a good thing. Hopes and fears, you got the Queen of Pentacles. So this is where hoping that the decisions that you're making right now can bring in stability for you and maybe those people around you. So that's something that comes in. And it's just, hoping that you can really stick with something and kind of nurture it, which is what the universe is wanting you to do with these nights, taking action. And look, we've got the Knight of Feathers, which is the Knight of Swords. You've got the Knight of Crystals, which is the Knight of Pentacles. And now you've got the Knight of Wands. So, yeah, all the elements, like it's kind of like it all comes in these bursts of energy. Like we've got 3 aces all here at the start. So it's like, boom, this amazing burst of energy. Like, oh, I have to do this and start this new cycle. And eclipses around journey, like the change that occurs is for our soul growth energy. So this full moon that's happening in Taurus on the 8th or the 9th, depending on where you are in the world, that is a North Node eclipse. So we would have gone through a lot of releasing of old karma before we get to this eclipse. And then it's this sense of seeing very clearly what it is that you're walking towards. And I feel like that door's open, you're walking straight through it. You're like, boom, okay, I'm doing this. So we have the Three of Wands waiting. This is the young emperor. So it's like early days, but you're waiting for some really positive results to come through, and perhaps you're getting some really positive results to come through. And this can be all about how you're feeling with something, how you're nurturing and looking after yourself. And there's a positive shift and change, especially to your health. There's something that comes in around that. Taking action is going to be good for your health, but there's something really nice here that's coming through, getting some positive results with this new beginning and feeling good about it with that Queen of Cups there in the center. So this is where it's kind of like, I'm just motivated here. I'm motivated. There could be someone around you that is like an admirer. Is kind of what I'm getting here. There could definitely be part of the result of this is that there's some sort of adoration and admiration that comes out at the end because somebody's looking at you and going, I really admire or love you, or, I've got a secret crush on you or something like that. Or it's just, might not be that secret, to be honest. I don't think it's secret at all. But it's kind of, yeah, I think it's kind of obvious you've done well with something and people are kind of looking towards you with admiration. So that's the energy that's coming through with that. But it's still early days. It's like, I don't think you're focused on them and their praise or their validation. You're just focused on what it is that you want to do. That's kind of what this energy, it's like, well, I'm still, it's not finished yet, so I don't want the applause or the recognition. So, but people are still liking what you're doing and admiring the way you're going about things and what you're doing this month. By the end of the month, they'll be like, yeah, I see what you started and I see what you're sticking with and I see these changes that you're bringing in. And yeah, it's kind of like, I want some of what that person's got. So, yeah, we have as an overall energy the Temperance card. So this is the Sagittarius energy of Temperance, and the Knight of Wands is Sagittarius as well. So I feel like it's going to be a very positive shift and change once you kind of hit Sagittarius season. There is a new moon happening in Sagittarius on the 24th, give or take a day, depending where you are. And this is at 1 degree of Sagittarius. So this is kind of like off on the next big adventure, which we have with that Knight of Wands, just bringing in positive change that's going to make you feel better. And this is bringing balance and harmony being restored, dipping your toe back in, starting something new. There's new paths opening. This door is like opening up and it's like really aligned to you. And so it's bringing this sense of calm and balance where you can see this sense of certain elements in your life that weren't working before are starting to work together, which is actually really nice. And so it's this sense of balance being restored, which is really lovely. So let's pull an affirmation card for you, Aries, and see what is coming in. Let's pull an affirmation card for you and see what we have. We've got, loving others is easy when I love and accept myself. Beautiful. My heart is open to allow my love to flow freely. I love myself, I love others, and others love me. And that's actually interesting because some of these positive shifts and changes with the Queen of Cups is around nurturing, looking after yourself, loving yourself, which is really lovely. And then we've got this Knight of Wands coming here and admiring you. So it is this sense of, I mean, it's not gender specific when I'm talking about knights and queens and everything, but it is just this sense that I feel like there's a journey of the heart that starts at the beginning of the month and it starts with a bang. And then it's a matter of like sticking with this journey because it's bringing peace and healing with it. And then at the end of the month, it's this sense of feeling very differently perhaps about yourself and perhaps around some of the things that you've kind of worked through in eclipse season, and it kind of feels lighter and fresher. And so this is where you're attracting other people to you or other energies in some way to you. So attracting this admiration, which is really lovely. So let's pull a charm for you, Aries, and see what charm Aries is working with. Let's see what message is coming through for Aries. Oh, beautiful. Oh, I love it. Okay, we've got Pegasus. Yes, the horse, the flying horse. So horses are all about the direction that you're going. Something could really take off, could really ascend, let something fly. Whatever it is that you start, boom, it could definitely just take off. And you're finding your wings with the direction that you're heading in. You're moving forward. The things that you're starting this month could take off in great leaps and bounds. But I feel like this is your spirit flying and soaring, this sense of ascending and rising above and just feeling this sense of vitality and joy. And it's a beautiful energy to come through, Aries. So trust that feeling of that thing that you really want to start that is kind of bringing you this creative force and confidence to kind of start what it is that you want and go on this path of discovery, go on this journey when it comes to your passions, what's driving you. So yeah, I feel like there's new drives, new passions, new motivations that are coming through, which is going to be really exciting. So that's it, Aries. That's your reading. I'm going to take it over to the extended reading now and see what's coming in, because I feel like you've put something on hold here. Or someone on hold. It's just like, gaining perspective, but you're off on this kind of journey. And like we said, you're at the 3, you're the young emperor. Let's see, because the emperor rules is, significant of Aries. It symbolizes Aries, but let's see where it's going, because it's kind of like, you started the journey, you got some pretty good results so far, but it is only the start of a longer journey. So yeah, let's see where that's all going and where it's taking off. I love that the Pegasus is flying close to the sun, because the sun is exalted in your sign, and that means that all the wonderful vitality of the sun can be churned into motivation and action. So that's actually a really positive energy to come through. And we're also going to scratch under the surface, see if there's any other energies around that you need to know about. Anything around, and we're also going to ask the best way to work with the energy to get the positive results. So that's all in the extended reading. Would love it if you come over, Aries. The link is in the description box below, as well as a link to my services. And yeah, please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. Love to read your comments, and take care.